Well, I've got this. It's still needs to off gas a little bit, so I'll just leave this somewhere where it can stay warm and ventilate its fumes. It's the white paint that was the problem, the cheap white paint. I wish I hadn't used that now. Anyway, I painted the whole thing black inside and outside, and then sprayed it with white inside and outside. And then when I'm ready, I'll cover it with black tape. Anyway, the crystal cesium iodide, the thallium cesium iodide crystal goes inside here, and then that goes in the end like that, and then this goes over there like that. It needs to be pushed on hard because the paint is causing a little extra resistance, and that will be the actual detector completed. As I said, this has to off gas a little bit longer. Then I need to put an amplifier on the photodiode there. So I looked online, and because that's where I find pretty well all of my circuit diagrams, I just look online, and I found this one on Instructables, which seems to be pretty straightforward. It's got 10k resistor, 1 microfarad electrolytic capacitor, and 2 BC547 transistors. I'll try that. So what I've done, at the moment I've got them on a breadboard. I haven't got them in any particular order there yet, because I'm not ready to try it yet. When that paint is dry, I'll be able to try it. But Instructables is where I get the good ideas from, and it seems to be 9 pages of instructions, and they seem to be pretty good. So I'll just see. Now, the one reason I'm putting this on this breadboard is because if this doesn't work, I can put the components back in their trays and look for another solution. What I want to do with this is to try it with a voltmeter and see if the voltmeter registers any radiation. I can use the voltmeter and try it with a smoke detector, see if the count goes up. If it does, good. If it doesn't, oh well. Then it's a matter of programming a microcontroller and putting the microcontroller with it. I'll initially start with a miniature Pi Pico. Now, I've got some of those on the way. They should be arriving in either this week or next week. It's Sunday now, so I'm hoping they arrive before Saturday, or maybe on Saturday. Who knows? It's coming from China. So that is where the project is right now. But we're coming along, and we're coming along quite nicely. As I said, initially I will use a mini Pi Pico that I found on AliExpress. If that works, then I will upgrade to potentially an AT Tiny 13, though I need also to put some kind of display. And I'm really thinking that in terms of using, now where was it? I did have it here somewhere. There we go, found it. I really am thinking of using this, having this as the bottom bar as background radiation, and the top bar as being unsurvivable high radiation. You don't need to go any higher than that, and then just have the rest going between the two. As I said, I can use americium 241 from a smoke detector to calculate the background level, and then that will give me a count, and then I can work on there and look at some tables and see where the top needs to be. Because once you get to radiation that's too much to stay in for more than 20 minutes, then you might just as well be at the top. anything higher than that, well, it doesn't really matter because you're already going to be suffering if you're in radiation that high. The ideal will be to keep it down probably about there. So yeah, this is probably the simplest way I can think of to display the radiation count. And that's where we're going. And I'm sorry that's taking a while, but that's the problem when you're working for a living doing something other than YouTube and electronics. My income from YouTube is 0. My expenditure on YouTube, well, I'm doing this for fun anyway, but yeah, you could say YouTube has got a cost and I'm not recouping any of that. And I'm not going to beg for money, and I've already got all the subscribers I absolutely need. I've already got 1,000 subscribers, so we're good. I just need to get more videos out to get the watch hours up.